Hey, that Marvel TV seems to be going through changes, to say the least. So a lot of interesting stuff has happened with Marvel TV, specifically that we're hearing now, as of this recording, in a couple of days it might be clarified, Freeform, the TV station that picked up Cloak and Dagger and originally greenlit straight-to-series New Warriors, they've apparently shot the pilot and a few extra episodes, just like Runaways did. They've decided not to put it on their 2018 slate, despite already funding it and everything. So, looks like Disney has to shop it around. I don't get what's happening.
They're not going to shop it around. It'll go straight on the streaming service.
See, that was my initial thought, but here's the thing. Isn't that set to launch early 2019 from all the reports? Like, are they going to save that for a year and a half?
I mean, why not? It's taken 3 years for this show to get filmed.
So I could see them doing that, but here's what kind of makes me wonder about it. Normally after a show, debuts, right? You have that 3-month window of time where you're looking at the ratings and stuff, and then towards the end of the show, you go, okay, we have to renew your contracts. You can't go look around for other shows during these 6 months because we're shooting again. So that's why, like, Jamie Alexander wasn't able to do Thor Ragnarok because, her obligations to her Blind Spot show. ABC notoriously has a pretty strict, like, don't go work here during these dates and this time, and don't do this, and you have press on these things because they're like a well-oiled machine. I don't see them being like, so for the next year and a half.
Well, here's the thing. Apparently, I think it was the MCU exchange. I take it with a grain of salt. They've said that a network that's not owned by Disney can no longer have a new Marvel license.
Yep.
So if that's true, they can't shop it around because no one outside of a Disney channel could pick it up.
True. And kind of backpedaling on that, this is actually something I heard a couple of maybe like 2 weeks ago now. I was actually talking to someone and he said, expect a Marvel Disney announcement that's going to kind of change everything. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, it's regarding TV shows, but don't worry about it. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? Like, I was thinking,
basically everything's getting pulled off of non-Disney. Everything's just going to be all on Disney.
That's my guess. And I know people are going to start wondering about this. What happens to their Netflix shows? Honestly, those shows are ABC property. They're Marvel Disney property. The distributor is Netflix. This is like when Thor was, I think, at Paramount. And then Marvel and Disney just went to him and go, hey, we want distributing rights. Here's some money. We're taking it from you early. They were like, all right. Like, they're not a Netflix property at its core. Like, all they're doing is leasing this to put it out. So, hypothetically, Disney could just go, yeah, we're bringing you all over for season 4 of Daredevil to our streaming service, and everything just rolls over. Like, this has happened plenty of times when a TV show gets canceled, Netflix picks it up, or vice versa. Like, this has happened multiple times. So I think in the next 2 to 3 years, the TV landscape is definitely going to change. And I'm not sure like how it's going to look because, everybody wants their own station because Star Trek Discovery, for all of its how awful that show is, managed to boost subscription on that CBS service like tenfold. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. See, I've heard really good things about that.
So if you don't like Star Trek at all, and if you only like the action-packed new movies, you might like it. If you care about canon, history, and lore, it completely destroys it all.
It's one of those shows.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. This whole Marvel scenario, we sure as hell know there's no way Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. gets another season, especially that it's now on Friday.
But could it... would it not get another season on ABC and instead be on a streaming service?
If that's the way to go, that'd be awesome. But I don't think ABC does it.
Like, Disney's gonna need Marvel stuff to propel, to launch their streaming service off. Because no one's just gonna buy it just for Disney stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you go like, oh, you can. It's like this is where Marvel TV lives on our streaming service, and. And it's got probably the biggest fan base, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah,
but
Disney's the biggest studio and the biggest brand in the world. Like, no matter what any other studio does, for example, let's say if Sony and Universal both launch services, and Disney launches it day and date with both of them, Disney's going to like triple or quadruple their subscriber numbers combined. Like, it's Disney. It's the power of Disney, you know? It's nostalgia. It's the biggest brand in the world. Biggest film brand in the world, with Marvel and Star Wars are both in their hands. So it's an interesting thing. Now, my theory was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ends probably like August by the look of it, maybe September. I wouldn't be surprised if they were to just toss New Warriors into like that September fall slot on ABC just to have a Marvel show on there. Because it was Freeform, so it's ABC Freeform. It's the same thing, just...
But like, we know ABC doesn't particularly want, you know, because there's no way ABC is going to renew Inhumans, and they clearly don't want S.H.I.E.L.D. on there anymore. So why, unless it's a mandate, I don't know if they'd have New Warriors. But
yeah, I feel like you almost need a comic book TV show on your biggest network, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean,
put it on ESPN, do that.
I mean, just looking at it, I feel like the consensus around the internet is, and this is just, you know, where we're looking at it, and among people I talk to, they're like, oh, the DC has the better shows. I'm like, why? They're like, well, they're all on CW. I was like, that doesn't necessarily make them better, but I guess I get what you're saying, so...
So it's easier to find, isn't it? Like, you know, it's just all in one place. But...
yeah, so your one-stop shop go to everything mediocre CG, but hey, it's there, you know, so...
I mean, it's whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they just, like, go, fuck it, let's just make a Marvel streaming service.
Oh, man.
No. Why not?
It could work. All the TV shows they've ever had, like any live-action movie or anything ever on it, plus original content, plus all the cartoons, and, you know, taking one step better, just like give us the service where, you know, how they do the comic books on like Android and stuff, you can read them on TV through like Roku or whatever the hell. Just do that, and every month be like, hey, here's like 10, 15 new issues you can just watch panel by panel on your TV and read them with music in the background. I think that would be huge. Like, because I mean, I've seen people, I know friends of mine, they're like, yeah, I hooked up my Android tablet to my TV. I just sit back and scroll through the panels on my 50-inch, like, 4K TV. I'm like, sweet. I guess if it works, you know?
Say, what an investment. I brought a 4K TV to read comic books.
I can read the new Dan Slott Spider-Man run. This is amazing technology.
That's so strange. I don't know. This whole... I have no idea what's going on with this TV, though.
It's ever changing. Like, we know TV at its core is not going to be around forever. Like, people are already dropping actual TV like real fast. You know, people are going to digital and streaming TV and stuff. So they got to catch up with the times, and it's gonna be Disney that really kind of comes out swinging. I feel they're gonna like come out with like 4 or 5 shows. You're probably gonna have a Star Wars and a Disney show within the first year of the launch of the service. So
yeah,
it'll be big. It'll be big. I'm remaining optimistic, but I know people are going to get real worried about the whole Netflix thing, and rightfully so.
And like, even with the new Warriors news, it doesn't kind of bode well that they don't want it. It's like, why don't you want the show?
It can't.
Like,
can it be worse than Inhumans?
I mean, I don't think anything can be worse than Inhumans. Anytime anyone says they like that show, it's kind of like, well, what's wrong with you? But I don't know.
Who dropped you on your head?
I hope there's no way it could be worse, but
yeah,
I don't know. They just need to say what's happening. Can we just come out and tell everyone what's happening?
I feel like we're gonna know the standing of this service by the TCAs of this year, which between February and like May of 2018, Disney's probably gonna come out, announce an exact, like month they're coming out. And they'll probably announce 1 or 2 TV shows to get us primed for and be like, oh, and including that, look at our catalog of 10,000 episodes. You know, it's like, oh, man, that's a lot of DuckTales I can watch. Yay. You know, it's Darkwing Duck or whatever the hell else they got. I don't know. It's Disney.
Too many ducks.
Yo, I got it. I got an exclusive scoop for you. You ready? Disney and Marvel are going to produce a live-action Gargoyles on this streaming service, so I am told.
I'd watch it, to be
I would watch the shit out of it. Oh my god. I will get like 10 subscriptions if I need to.
I wouldn't care if they just came out and rolled gargoyles into the Marvel universe. Fuck it.
Oh, that would be amazing. Dude, that could actually work too. Like, you think about that, Eric? Xanatos steals Stark Tech and makes himself a Goliath suit. Yeah.
I'll say, just have them as aliens. Do it that way.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. We should pitch this. Hey, Joe Casada, you listening? Yeah, Casada, hey, hit me up again with that phone number you got of mine that I slipped in his pocket when he wasn't looking. Probably a restraining order on me. Yeah, it's all right.